car, a BMW. The Lord don't take pride in that kind of sort of thing. The Lord takes pride in the man that will then become a man of the Lord, if he allows him to become a man of the Lord and goes through the adversity and comes out on the other side. Now you're getting respect in the heavens now. And the main man, that's the head of everything, which he will be when he comes back down here on earth, is Yahweh Shai. Okay? He's going to give us, he's going to have respect on us because of what we went through. So all of these people that you see looking well presentable, they got decent jobs, nice jobs, and all this other stuff, which ain't nothing wrong with that. The Most I don't recognize them, man. Even the 2/3 of Israel. Because you got certain jakes that become rap stars, that become entertainers and the likes. But these guys are still wretched. And they're more miserable. Like, for example, man, when you see Jay-Z nowadays, when you look at those news articles, the man looks like he's dead. He's dying inside, man. He don't look happy. I mean, here it is. He's worth 1 point something billion. And the man's depressed. The man looks like he's getting ready to leave the earth. You know?
So like, there's this UK rapper called Mo Stack.
Oh yeah.
And he posted a tweet saying, whoever said that money, cars, fame, girls, a successful career gives you happiness lied.
Yeah.
Because all his recent tweets is tweets of depression, man.
Oh yeah.
And he's saying, look, I've gone on all the holidays, I can fly to Dubai every 2 weeks, do this, do that, and I'm still unhappy, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So it doesn't really matter because even if you look at this world, it's all trash, man. It's boring. Even if you was rich in this world, it's boring, man.
Yeah.
Well, you going buy the same cars that everybody else is driving? It's nothing, man. And another reason that's why these rappers are not happy, because they know exactly what they did to get in that spot.
Yep.
And it's nasty.
Yep.
Same thing with these movie makers. Those that are in the movie business, they're upset as well. They're depressed too because they know what they had to do to get to that spot. Go on, brother.
It's Jeremiah 9:23, and it says, "Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, never let the mighty man glory in his might.
Right.
Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord."
Right, exactly. So if you're kind to the brotherhood and you're exercising all of the things that was read there, then that's what the Lord looks at. And also, like I said, the Lord looks at the adversity that you go through while you're in His truth. Now He respects you. And ultimately, when it comes to, like you was talking about how these rappers, they're unhappy and that kind of sort of thing, right? When it's all said, when you really think about it, happiness is going to come from Yahweh Shai. True happiness is going to come from Him. You could be a billionaire in this world. You could be a multi-millionaire in this world. You will not be happy because, and let's just say you're living a luxurious, pleasure-like life. Guess what? People around you, let's say all of us are rich, right? Most of the whole camp is rich. We got money. Guess what? We have to now look at the rest of our people suffering. All right, and that don't look too good. I don't want to see the rest of Jake suffering, but I'm living good. That don't look good, and they don't feel good either. Go on, brother.
Because for Israel, as long as it doesn't matter where you are, what position you are in this kingdom, as long as you don't come to the knowledge of the Heavenly Father, to who you are as a people, you're always gonna have something missing, man.
Exactly.
Regardless how much money you have, there's always gonna be something. You're always gonna feel like something is missing, man. It's like you're thirsty, you're drinking water, but you just can't quench that thirst, man.
Yeah.
That's how you're always gonna feel, man. Romans 10. It's like you're constantly looking, because Jake is constantly searching, man.
Yeah.
They are groping in darkness, man. They have riches, but you're still not satisfied. You have cars, women, a big ass house, but you're still not satisfied, man. Why? Because it's the curses, man. There's curses on you. You're always gonna have feel. It's like you're trying to reach somewhere, but you just don't reach it, man. You know, that's why it's in Romans 11:7 it says, "What then Israel have not obtained that which is seeking for?" Because Jake is searching, man. That trying to find their way, man. You know, what's the answers? That's why Floyd Floyd Mayweather is worth what, $1 billion or
600.
something.
Yeah, he's worth
yeah,
600
You know,
million.
crazy amount of money, but now it's coming back up now. Oh, you know, the Jews were black. Most likely,
Yeah.
he's starting to click on the videos now when I'm watching it. You know, answers. There's somebody's giving me answers, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, but the Heavenly Father has made it out that only the elect are gonna find that path, man.
Right.
That way, man. You know, they're gonna quench their thirst.
Right.
That's what I believe that's why Revelation says, I've seen your poverty, but thou art rich. Because you can have everything in this world,
Yeah.
but that poverty is the truth that's missing, man. You know,
Right.
but those who are rich, the Lord provides for us, but we're not necessarily rich on this side.
Right.
But spiritually we're rich, man.
Yeah.
Because that missing piece, which is the
Can't.
wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord has given us that piece of the puzzle, man.
Yeah. And that's what fulfills your heart. So the riches of the world does not fulfill the heart of man. But what fulfills the heart of man is the word of the Lord, man. So once you have this, you pretty much have it all. You have everything on lock. You know everything. You know what you need to do. You know the purpose of the both side that's going to stand. You know it all. All right. So there's no reason as to why you feel like you need to be searching for anything other than what you already have. Go on, brother.
So may I just make a quick statement? Because before I came to this truth, life was going okay, things were working out. Then all of a sudden, I started to wake up to this truth that everything in my life started going wrong. And then after a period of time, after learning this truth, now my life is starting to become prosperous again.
Right.
So I want to say this, Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High
Yeah.
and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Yeah.
Now what I realised by that is that when I sought first this truth, it's after that things started to be added unto me. So
Yeah.
that's what the scripture's saying.
But more so in the kingdom, because when the kingdom is set up, if you're a brother that's depressed, you're looking for that to be quenched, or you're looking for anything other than that, you're looking for a bigger house, so you want money, right? You ain't gotta worry about all of that in this side, because you're not gonna get it on this side. You're gonna have to do the Lord's work. But just know this, when it's all said and done, when the society of our world is set up, we gonna get all of those things. That's why I said, seek ye first, what is it, the kingdom of the Most High.
So if I might say as well, the situation that our people are in isn't to do with economics more so. It's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
So because it's like you can give a 7-year-old £10 and he'll just run to the shop and buy chocolates and sweets.
And you'll be broke the same this
Yep.
right when you found it.
Yep.
You can give a poor man 10 grand and he's gonna spend it all. He's
Yep.
gonna be right back to square one again.
Preparations.
That's a very true statement going on.
This is John chapter 4 and 14. But whosoever
Well, you was
drink...
reading in it.
That's what. Yeah.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, that's what. It's fine. You bring it out.
Yeah, he's already
That's what I was wondering. Spirit, you know, spirit.
Yeah, John 4 and 14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him
Yeah.
shall never thirst.
Yeah, because and you know what too, and that's heavy that you read that, because I was saying that.
Yeah.
Like, this truth makes you full. You could be poor. It don't really matter where you at in the world, right? But as long as you got this truth, you good. There's no wandering to and fro looking for what. We got it. Whatever that it is, we got it. And that it is the truth. So I'm not gonna just call it it's the truth.
That's right.
So once you have the truth of everything in existence, there's no feeling of emptiness. Because a lot of these guys has got all of that money anyway. The reason why they got all that money, because they're hollow inside and they were looking for something. And they thought, well, if I sell my soul and I do whatever it has to take to fulfill to fill in the gaps, then I'm good. But money don't fill in the gaps. What fills in the gaps is knowing who you are and knowing the purpose of your power. Once you know all of that, you good, man. You all right going, bro.
It says, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
Yeah, you're not gonna thirst for knowledge of anything. That's why you got these jakes. They're into Rastafarianism. They're into Kemetism. They're into all kind of manner of religions that we know about. Why is this? Because Jake, like you said, brother, is searching for the truth, searching for that missing gap, filling in that hole inside. All right, but this truth covers all of the gaps. Wherever a gap is within you, it's covered. It's got it covered. Go on, brother.
But it's a little bit, just to finish the verse.
Yeah.
But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
Yeah, and that's why the scriptures also say, it says that we should not be carried to every wind of doctrine. Because we got the whole thing. Go on, brother, be that.
It's going into the whole spiritual reasons why we're not supposed to prosper here. Because Deuteronomy 28 and 29 says, "And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
Yep.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Yep.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
Yeah.
And no man shall save thee."
Yep.
And
Yeah.
thou,
So that's just how that goes down. So, and another thing too, right? One of the important things to know as to what's going on. So when you're asking a question to yourself, why is this going on? Why is that going on? But that question doesn't get answered back to you. You're gonna kind of lose your mind because it's like you're looking for something. You're looking for the answers, and you don't get the answers. So then you're gonna wander around in life thinking that, oh, it's this way, but it's not that way. All right. And this is what's going on. The answers are already there. Yeah. All the answers. So, you got these sheikhs out there that have this mentality where they're looking for answers, but the answer's right in front of them.
Can I just comment on what you just said? Because I'll sometimes watch this guy, he's from America, he's Roland Martin, and he's a political analyst type, right? And he's had a few interviews with another guy called Jason Whitlock, who is a sports commentator, more so commentates on the athletes themselves, really, other than the sport. And they were talking about why this Jason Whitlock doesn't vote, and he said, look, and I never agree with this Jason Whitlock, but for the first time he said something that he was actually making sense, because he's kind of coolish, for want of a better term. And he's saying that, look, I don't vote because I believe the only way that we're going to get to where we're supposed to get is if we get that connection with the Most High, man. He said that, and this man talks a lot of shit, to be honest. But, you got Roland, he's on the side of,
Bully.
He's always quoting Martin Luther King and whatnot, and, he's an educated man, but he's still not educated enough to understand, the truth of
He's academic.
Yeah,
from
he's
academic.
all about university.
He knows history.
And all that.
And politics and that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm just saying, it's just a simple statement like that, and it's just so much truth in it. That's the reason why we're in this mess.
Yeah, and even when you look at people in general, like you have a lot of people that walk past. They got all kind of personality disorders. Mm-hmm. They got low self-esteem for one. Mm-hmm. They're envious and jealous of each other. Why is this? Because people look at you and they see something that could fill a their gap. So you may be a single individual. Let's say you're a single woman, right? That single woman's gonna look at a guy that she wants, that this girl got, and she's gonna be jealous of him because she thinks in her mind, well, that's probably what I need to make my life happy. But she don't know what that guy's going through or what the relationship is. She's just looking at it one thing and one perspective and just going with what's in her mind after what she sees. You know what I mean? Because people are hollow inside. That's why people do the nonsense that they do. People get on drugs. People do all kind of stuff. And I'm really talking about these Edomites. They do all of this extra buffoonery to excite their life because there's nothing going on inside.
Yeah.
Go on, brother.
If I could just add to what you're saying, because one of the videos, when Floyd said that he knows he's an Israelite, we are the first Jews.
Yeah.
Sakari done a video on it, and his one was interesting because he said that he was at camp on a Saturday, and he saw all the guys on bikes, some guys on bikes, and he turned with TMA. TNTs on their hats.
Yeah.
They're probably the entourage of Floyd Mayweather. And he said Floyd Mayweather actually came past as well on his bike. And he said he looked at him. He said eye contact. Yeah. And he said and Floyd Mayweather looked at him and went like that, like to say, I know what time it is. I've been watching your videos, and as you were saying, people are hollow inside. So all that money, when you see the videos where you done with all them like £50 notes on the table and all them cars.
Yeah, that's all hollowness, man. Like Bootsy Badass. That Negro.
Now he's looking at man doing this work now, and he's giving us respect.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's hollow inside, and we got the truth now. We got the true wealth. You know.
Shouldn't be that low.
I've not seen one that close, innit?
brothers are UFO spotters, man. But I'm one too. I'm one as well, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, man, I mean, like, you know, I mean, I don't mean to keep talking because we got to bring the precepts out too. But yeah, that's just the whole thing. Once you have once you have the truth of everything, there's no need to look for anything else. There's no need to seek for a prosperous lifestyle. As long as you got a roof, let me tell you, I'm gonna just say this, man. Once you got the basic necessities of life, that's all you need. Go on, brother.
It's Isaiah 28 and 9, and it says, whom shall you teach knowledge, and whom shall you make to understand doctrine?
Yeah.
Them that are weaned from the milk,
Yeah.
and drawn from the breast.
Yeah.
For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept,
Yeah.
line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Yeah.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will ye speak to these people,
Yeah.
to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest.
And what is that talking about? That's not literal. That's talking about is metaphorical. And what that's speaking about is when you come into the truth by the precepts and you start to gain the understanding thereof by the precepts, now you understand what your whereabouts are all about. And then you tend to understand yourself. So once you enter into this right here, your mind is at rest.
Yeah, stop seeking now, because you found like the brother brought out the water that Yahushua gives, the one that will actually quench your thirst, man.
Yep.
You know, because it's Israelites, we are the ones that are weary, man. Okay, and we're the ones that we need. Because once you come here now, man, it's like now you're no longer looking now, man. You find Isaiah 60, the Gentiles shall come to the light.
Yeah.
You know, you found the light now, man. So now it's, you know, that's your rest now. You're no longer seeking, you found the truth now,
Yeah.
man. You know, and you're not supposed to depart from it. I'll get my other piece. Let me finish this.
You're going.
It says that to whom he said, this is the rest wherewith he may cause the rest to weary, where he may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing, yet they would not.
Right, and this is the refreshing they would not. And that still says to this very day, because a lot of these jakes that are successful, they see what we're doing, but they don't want to repent. And it's really, you can't really blame them because they can't repent, because a lot of them have sold their soul, and they gotta continue to go towards the road they're going to maintain their success, so to speak. But even the ones of our people that are just, you know, regular working class individuals, just, you know, your average jake you see, they hear the truth, but they don't want to come towards it because of the way it is. And let me specify what I mean by the way it is, because we speak rough and we speak with boldness, and that kind of stops them from coming into the truth, not knowing that this is the answer to your issues of the world, to the issues not only of the world but the issues of life, personally. And then you start to understand, why is it that we as a people can't seem to make ends meet the right way? That's in the scriptures. Okay, because the word of the Lord explains everything concerning our people, why our people are living the way that they're living. It explains it, because we're the people that the Lord only knew, and He's come to punish us more so than everybody else because of our wrongdoing. So once again, once you know, even on that situation, now your mind is at rest. Now you understand, okay, I know why I'm living the lifestyle that I'm living. I get it now, I understand. Oh, Esau's ruling over me, according to this scripture, according to that scripture. So you gain understanding by the precepts. Going back to what you just read. Hold on, brother, let him read some more on this.
Another one, Isaiah 30 and 20, and it says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Yeah.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it.
Yeah.
When you turn to the right hand, and when you shall turn to the left.
Exactly. So what we're preaching and what we're saying are a bunch of answers coming from the word, which is the answer, the whole entire answer. All right, to your life, to your everything. So again, you could have everything as far as man can see. All right, you can have a lot of shit, but guess what? If you don't have the truth that we have, you will never be fulfilled in your heart. You'll always be miserable. You'll always be depressed, because it's not about the outside. It's about what's going on the inside of a person. Okay? That's what it's all about. Go on, bro.
It's at Romans 11 and 7, and it says,
And I don't cut you too. It's like when you meet a woman, right? And the woman, she may be gorgeous looking. She may be, very attractive looking according to your type, the one that you like. But her insides is right. She's a bitch inside. You're not going to deal with that woman. You're going to find any means necessary to that relationship because she has a foul spirit. So much so that she'll even bring demons in your house.
That's right.
But she's drop dead gorgeous, as they say, right? So again, is it all about the look? No, it's about what's within. And what we have is something that fills in the gaps within our spirits. So therefore, we're situated. We don't have to go out there trying to show off, trying to please mankind, trying to do a song and a dance, knowing that one you can't sing, knowing that one you can't dance. And you're doing all of this stuff to please other people. That's because you're hollow inside. And that's what these jokers do. Or they'll go according to the fashion. So whatever they see on TV, they'll wear the same clothing. If whatever clothing is popular, whether it's Gucci, Fendi, they'll wear all of this stuff just so that other people can look at them. So if you got if that's what your life is based on, people congratulating you, then it's really because you're a hollow person. You have nothing. You know what I mean? If you're a man now that doesn't need to be, complimented. If you're a person where you just go about your business without being complimented and you don't mind, because you have bigger things in your mind, man. Right. You got bigger things in your mind that you're aware to. So all of that nonsense, that to you, a person that has great understanding and knows true knowledge and understanding, he's not going to focus on the things that's small. All right? Because getting compliments all the time, being all spoken of, and having all of these great things, yeah, it's good and it pleases the soul in a physical sense, but it doesn't fill in the gaps again. So what it's all about is what can fill in the gaps within yourself so that you can grow as a person. Go on, brother. Because you can take a rich man that's rich physically, but he's an absent person in the spirit. And therefore, he will lose all of his riches because he's an ass. All right? Go on, brother.
So Romans 11 and 7, and it says,
I'll get to you. Go on, brother.
It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that what then? Yeah. Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. Yeah. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Right, the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And that's why Jake does the bugged out stuff that they do. Because they simply don't have the truth. When you have the truth, you don't have to do anything that's bugged out. You don't have to do things that are contrary to the doctrine. Like saying that John the Baptist is not a man of the truth. Or he's not in the truth. That's a guy that's saying things because he's got something wrong with it, man. He ain't right in the spirit. But had he just go accordingly to the word of the Lord, he'll be comfortable inside and he would just keep it simple and basic. And the Lord would then do the rest. He'll be satisfied inside. Okay? Go on, brother. That's it on that. Yeah, I want to touch on a different topic. And it's dealing with this situation that's happening in East Africa, I believe it is. Where nothing but locusts has pretty much consumed that city. There's 1 billion locusts pretty much taken over that city. That's what that is. That's nothing but the plagues. And to me personally, that's a sign towards Esau if Esau is taking heed. In other words, what the Lord is saying, eventually you're gonna have to let my people go, like what Moses said. So somebody get Exodus the 9th chapter. And if somebody get me 2nd Esdras 15, well, I'll tell you what, brother, you get Exodus the 9th chapter. And you get 2nd Esdras, somebody get 2nd Esdras 15. Because it's the Lord that's sending all of these plagues. Like even the coronavirus. Now, people may say, and I don't say the same thing, it's a man-made thing, but guess what? It's still of the Lord because the Lord gave Esau the wisdom and understanding to create such a thing. All manner of wisdom coming from the Lord, whether it's wisdom on the right-hand side or on the left-hand side. Go on.
2nd Esdras 15.
Yeah. But I want the brother to read Exodus 9 first.
Alright. So this is...
And then we'll get to that, brother.
Exodus chapter 9 from verse 1. Then the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, Thus saith the Lord power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain, and the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. But the Lord shall appoint a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died, but the cattle of the sons of Israel died not one. But Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one cattle of the Israelites dead, and the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go.
So that was a little miracle that the Lord was showing on how he destroyed the cattle of the Egyptians. But none of the cattle was touched of the plague of the children of Israel. Go on.
Verse 8, And the Lord said unto Moses and unto Aaron, Take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with the blains upon men and upon beasts throughout all the land of Egypt. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beasts. And the magicians could not stand before Moses.
Because the magicians, what they were trying to do, they were trying to combat the plagues or the spiritual power that was coming from Moses, which the Lord was Moses' spiritual power. All right? But the point we're going to get down to is the fact that all of these mysterious wonders that you see going on this earth, and the signs of heaven that you see, that's all signs, and even the things that you see down here on earth, the diseases and the floods, and as always, we've always had floods, but not to the level that we have as of right now. But these are all plagues of the Heavenly Father. Go on.
Verse 11, And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had spoken unto Moses. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord power of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people.
In Exodus, the 5th chapter, Pharaoh, his heart was hardened so many times, and the reason why that was the case, because Pharaoh really didn't want to harden his heart. But he something hardened his heart to begin with, and that was simply so that the Lord can manifest his power. What he can do to man if they go against him. His order, because the Pharaoh was given an order by Moses to let his people go. But he rejected the order, and therefore more plagues came. Better plagues came than the last. As we're going to read. You're going, brother, real quick.
So Proverbs 20 and 24, and it says, Man's goings are of the Lord.
Beautiful.
How can a man understand his own way?
And I was gonna have you read that, but you brought it out anyway. That's